Hey, welcome everybody to our Easter weekend spending hangout. I wanted to get with you today and share some really good information that is upcoming, and that's going to go ahead and make us explode even more than we are right now. I see that my screen isn't showing me, but anyway. So a couple updates. We had about 9,600 people come into the company this week. Yesterday was extremely slow, being Good Friday. It makes a lot of sense because we have so many Spanish people in the company. You got to remember they're mainly Catholic Christians, so they're supposed to celebrate the religious holiday, right? And tomorrow's going to be the same way. So let me
I think it's
just
a little bit
clarify
more
for a
than
few.
supposed to.
What's that?
I said I think it's a little bit more than they're supposed to. I think it's a critical, very important religious time of year for a lot of people. So
Right.
I think it's understandable.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, so I want to make sure that everyone understands that, I cycled one time yesterday. So if you think that, things are broken or not working, just understand that that was what it was yesterday. It was a very, very, very slow day. And I'm not expecting much tomorrow or Sunday as well. And, I'm going to realize that this is going to be a time to spend with the family and all that. Now, Paul is working on the renewal page. Okay, that will be up probably later today or tomorrow. And there's a backlog of renewals right now of at least 3,500 to 4,000 people that would have already renewed. It could even be more than that. I think that was just from Thursday and Friday. So, what's going to happen if that comes up today or tomorrow? Well, we might see some of that coming up today, come in tomorrow, and certainly by Monday, we should be back onto a full court press in the business and seeing the normal signups coming in, the renewals coming in, and starting to see the cycles really take off. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means if you're on the fence, if you haven't joined the company yet, if you haven't paid in yet, it's a good time to get started. Get your 2 qualifiers in this weekend before the Monday starts because it's going to start to roll, right? I myself got my 2 paid signups this week, my goal. One came through the marketing suite, through the autoresponder messages. Thank you very much, Darren. The person was so excited to get started. She had a little glitch in ping, but she made a mistake because she pushed the wrong button. So she calls me up, and she says, I didn't answer the phone because I didn't recognize the number. And then she texted me and said, hey, I can't pay. And I said, okay, I'll call the person back. I said, I can help you. By the way, who are you? Are you, she said, oh, you're my sponsor. And I said, oh, I didn't even know. So she just signed up underneath me, And then she tells me, hey, look, I've got a big team at a Telex Free. With some really big leaders, can we do a private hangout with them later so you can do like a presentation? I said, yeah, no problem, be glad to do that. So second part of the message, Telex Free. Telex Free, as you might have seen in the news, has gone through some major issues, and we certainly don't want any harm to those people, and we have a good home for them to come to, right? Fact is, Paul, the night before last, was probably at about 4 or 5 phone calls with leaders of Telex Free. People asking about the program, the big picture, wanting to feel comfortable about bringing their teams in, and I think that's really going to help us explode. So that's going on. Like I said, I sort of feel like we're sort of at the calm before the storm, right? We're going to really start to see a lot of activity, a lot of people coming in, and you realize if there's 81,000 people in Telex Free, we could certainly get a really big chunk of those people in here. Darren also showed me something very interesting that someone made a Wix site, which we're going to touch base on in a minute, and I think it's a brilliant marketing scheme that some of you people might really want to plug into because it makes a lot of sense what I saw, and it's a really great trick. But so, yep, that's my little message for right now. I'd like to have Rick Staler, by the way, who is with us. Rick is one of my leaders who came into business a little skeptically in the beginning, and honestly just was very concerned about being able to share the business with his people, because when we've all been through some experiences where it's been hard to let our people earn money, right, or show them something that they can do pretty easily in a system that they can recruit in pretty easily if they do the work. Still to this minute, 100% of my people are making a profit or are making money. And that is a very great message for me because, again, that means I know if my people come in and do the minimum work, which is come in and pay for a Bravo, get 2 people, they will make money. And they're going to make even more money, right? Starting Monday through the rest of this month, we're going to see this happen. And for you guys to understand the big picture, why the renewals is so important is that as we're going through and, let's say we get back up to a 10, 12,000, joining a week again, all of us people that have been in are also paying again. So now we almost like are doubling those cycle, if you want to call them numbers a day, right? We're going to have twice as much activity going on, right? That's going to be this next 30 days. Now, the 30 days after that, that'll be like triple the activity because now people will be paying again. The people coming in this month will be paying again, and then we also have the new members. So it really is exciting to know that, to see what the future is going to be in that. And something else that's just been really, really cool this week is I don't know how many people have come to me really, really excited about the retail part of this, going after the merchants, making contacts at radio stations, to be able to put on or radio station advertising, to talk about the SpinDing app for the retail side of the business. One guy has the president of the Chamber of Commerce of Nigeria that is looking at coming into the business for the aspect of being able to get out to the retail as well as getting an affiliate deal. And I don't know how many times this week I've had people asking me about that. So we expect the beta, to be coming up here, the beta version of the app that we'll be able to see on our phones and check out. And then hopefully in 30 to 60 days, somewhere in that window, I probably would guess closer to 30 days, we're going to be able to start to give out these free ad packs that we've all purchased, by the way. You now have an ad pack that you can go to your local ice cream store or your burger joint or your taco place or the shoe repairman and say, hey, look, I have some advertising here you might want to check out. I can give it to you for free for the first month, and you can see if it works, and if it does, I can set up a great advertising plan with you. So that's the message, right? That's what this whole army is going to do. This army of 36,000 people now, by the way, that's the number we're at, 36,000 members, paid members, is we're going to go out and go get these merchants, right? And then, whether it's 3 months or whatever the time is, and all of a sudden we start to see our income shifting to the retail side, right? That's going to get really interesting, right? Some of you have some pretty big teams. I've got 3,600 people basically below me on 7 levels, right? 1,650 paid. And that could be a very good retail income for me when the retail side of that goes on. What those numbers are going to be 2 months from now, that could be huge, right? I could be making 10 grand a month, maybe even more on the retail side, and so can all of you. So that's my little tidbit. I'm going to come back to you in a minute, but I'd like to have Rick go ahead and give us his thoughts, talk about his teams. And by the way, a proper introduction, Rick is the person who has brought in the Israeli group. Hello, Adelia and team. And we have Rick, who brought in the Barbados group. Hello, David. And Rick actually has a couple other teams building real good, and he's extremely plugged in with his people. He's an awesome leader, and he's doing really great. So with the proper qualification, Rick, why don't you go ahead and take it over and talk a little bit and definitely show your back office and stuff for us.
Sure. Thanks a lot, Bart. Thanks for all that information. I know that a lot of people have been asking me a lot of them questions that you've touched on, so that's great that you touched on all that. As far as my team in Barbados, David, yes. Adelia, yes. And Tony down in Florida, way to go, Tony. You're coming on strong too. I really appreciate all the work that they're doing and stepping up as leaders, and and just being able to answer all their questions that they may have. And we've really, like I say, when Bart introduced me this, back in March, I kind of looked at him and I says, well, I don't know about this, Bart. I'm kind of skeptical about this. I says, I really don't want to bring a team into this. I says, I'm really, I said, I'll tell you what I'll do. I says, I will come in. I says, I want to come in at the Foxtrot level. I says, I'm going to, take the risk and jump in and go all in. And so I did. I brought 2 other people in, and then pretty soon it just started mushrooming. Everybody was coming in at Foxtrot. They started seeing money in their back office for the first time in a short period of time. And within this first month, I just wanted to share my back office here of what I've earned in this first month. That has taken me 3, 4, 5 months to earn in other companies, and been a lot more difficult. With this, you just come in, bring 2 paid people with you, and you start cycling. You bring 2 to those 2, and you start matching the cycle bonus. And that's really building wide and going about that structure is really a great way to do it. Here, let me see. I've never done this before as far as sharing the screen. Let me see if I can do this correctly. Do you see the screen? Screen? Can you see it? I don't hear you, Bart.
Yep, we can see it, Drake.
Okay, all right. Let me go to my back office now. Here's my earnings for 1 month. Right here, $2303.50. I've spent on upgrades and piffing people in at $1860, and that's helped a lot of my Israeli team and stuff like that. Anybody that's got any earnings in your back office, please help people get in quicker, save them the credit card fees, anything like that, to bring them in and get them to start cycling and show them that this system does work. Right now I'm at $443 left, enough to pay for my subscription and then some, so I've still got room to share this with people, which I will continue to do. It's just, it's a great feeling to know that everybody that I brought in, just like Bart said, everybody that I brought in that has become qualified is making money. And yes, we may not be cycling as fast as we'd like to, but like Bart says, that will be coming. So I just appreciate all that he's done to help my team also. Been there for him, explain things, kind of taken over when I wasn't around to help me out, and I really appreciate that. Darren and Jeremy working on this marketing suite has been brilliant. I've gotten like 22 or 23 people that have come through the system, so it's really working the way it's supposed to. And we've never, again, there we go, we got some more tools to use. We'll have a blog to use. We'll have all these things to use that if you don't take advantage of these tools, you're missing the whole boat. I mean, because it's all there. It's all part of our program. So it's not that you just get your membership and you start cycling and you're making money. You also have a way to increase that income by using all the tools that are available to everybody. And I just can't say enough about it. You don't get that with every company that you join, because I've been in the marketing business for about 6 years now, and I've been with quite a few companies, and let me tell you, I've never been offered all this in one package, and just to bring somebody in at the $30 level and them to bring 2 people in at 30, if they just follow that game plan all the way through and just start building that wide, they're all going to make money. I mean, when we start cycling up to 10 times a day, that's $300 a month. Now that's an extra, maybe a car payment for somebody or help on their mortgage for their house. I don't know anybody out there that couldn't use an extra $300 to $600 a month just by coming in at the Bravo level. So with that being said, I'll turn this back over to Bart. Appreciate it, Bart, and appreciate all your hard work, Darren and Jeremy, if you're out there, I appreciate you too.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Rick. And listen, you're an awesome leader, and I'm really happy that you came in this business. And I know that you're bringing in some awesome people that are working their butts off, see their activity all the time. And the fact is, your income is the proof of what you can do by getting out there. And you came in here just really right at launch. You weren't in like us months ago. You saw this really just when it actually went live. So But yeah, that's one more thing I wanted to touch on before I go to Darren, because we did talk about this before the hangout. I don't want to mistake or make a mistake. A lot of people ask me about structure, right? This business, you don't make money on people that are below a certain level for you. I mean, there is no extra money that you're making except for the people that are qualifying your directs, right? So, you know, there isn't really a strategy to think that I'm going to build a bunch of volume with binary legs and, you know, all this other stuff that's typically in a product-based company and a lot of other companies where you need to worry about having a giant team that goes deep, right? In our income, right, now when it gets to the retail level, that's going to be a different story, right? That'll happen then, and it's going to happen by you building wide anyway. But that's the point. What I'm trying to say to you is it's okay to help a family member, get them qualified. It makes a lot of sense. I'm going to do that with someone now. I'm going to actually, I've picked out basically a charity spot I'm going to work on, and I'm going to put this person in. I'm going to start putting some people below him, right, because he doesn't do anything online, and he could really use some extra help for his family. If I could get him, you know, $400 or $500 a month for him, because he's unable to work, that'll be massive for them and very, very rewarding for me to be able to do that. But beyond that, what I'm trying to say to you is, you know, if you have 20 people you can bring in, you don't put 2 and then 2 and 2 and 2. No, you want to put your 2 and you want to go wide. I mean, you want to put 20 on your front line, right, directly to you. Okay, the reason why Rick has a good income is because Rick has, like, I think 12 or 14 paid directs, right? I have a good income. I've got 16 paid directs. Darren has a phenomenal, amazing income, and he's got over 60 paid directs. Okay, so it's the directs, right? The directs. Again, like I said, if you're going to take care of somebody, a family member, put some people below someone, that makes sense. But this is not building deep. This is building wide, and then helping them, right? And then helping them. Get them plugged into the Facebook groups. Get them plugged into the Skype rooms. Get them plugged into these Hangouts. Get them onto the Tuesday night call so they can listen to Paul, because that is the one thing I get a lot of comments on. They really appreciate Paul when they hear this man speak and he realize that he is transparent and he's out there, okay? He breathes and lives this program. This is his baby, okay? And the coolest thing about this whole deal, guys, so you really understand the big picture of this program, is that this is meant to get this app out into the retail market, okay? The affiliate program is the vehicle to make the SpinDing app as big as a television station as far as advertising, right? Or radio, or newspapers, maybe bigger than all of that. Okay, because as we know, the future is on the smartphone, right? That's where the future is. So his dream is to make a huge advertising company. Okay, we're going to do that with the army of affiliates we're building now. And where we're at, okay, we're in Brazil. Brazil has almost caught America as far as members. Now that has happened in the last week and a half. They came from practically nothing to almost as much of a membership base as the United States. Portugal is right behind them, okay? So we got Spain, strong, Brazil, strong, Dominican Republic, forget about it, crazy, okay? Argentina, Ecuador, any country in South America you can name, there's members in here, okay? India, getting started, pretty good. The UK, right? Just only like 300 members. Okay, there's not a huge UK membership now. They're growing now. We've got some great UK teams. You know, really good people. They do marketing a little different than us. They do meetings and stuff like this, and you know, more of the traditional type of marketing, which is great. And I gotta say hello to my team in the UK because these guys just kill it. They work their butts off, and they get the picture. They understand. You know, again, that wonderful message. I have people making money for maybe the first time ever. Right? Or maybe actually making real money for the first time, you know? Or in 6 years I've been in marketing and this is the first program I've had success with and I can recruit for. So I know we might be beating a dead horse when I say that over and over to you, but I need you to hear that, because if you're sitting here not working on this program, you're not going to have the potential of what you do with a little bit of work. So with that said, I want to go to Darren and let Darren talk a little bit about the goodies that are coming up in the marketing suite. and the progression of some things that have been tested, and as well as another interesting marketing plan that we saw that someone's using that was really, really great. So, Darren, now up to you, my friend. Take over.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay
Perfect.
now? Yep, brilliant. Okay, thanks very much, Bart. Well done, Rick. Ripping it up in America. So thank you very much. Great to hear the stories, and I think it was great hearing Bernard last week and obviously Rick this week, and a big call out really to everybody who is who's out there who has a story to tell. We want you on these. It's not about me or Bart or Jeremy or whoever. You know, we would like a Saturday evening off, certainly in England. So if somebody want to come over here and do a hangout, that would be brilliant. So so the more the merrier. Okay, I'm going to show you a couple of things. Now, what I'll do is I should have real confidence in doing this now, shouldn't I? But if someone could just tell me, hi Bart, I can see you. So, all right, first thing first. What shall I show you? I will show you, where are we? Let me have a look what we've got here. Let me show you this. Okay, can you see that, Bart? Yeah.
Unfortunately, not on my side. Maybe Rick can let us know because my computer's about ready to go out the window. So it might be showing. It is showing, Rick says, yeah.
All right, brilliant. Okay, so what I'm showing you here is a little bit of a post that I'm just about to put out on Facebook. Now, this is the Alexa ranking for the marketing suite. Now, if anybody's unfamiliar what Alexa is, alexa.com, if you go onto that suite and type in any website that you can think of, it will give you the ranking. So, for example, if you typed in Google or Facebook, the ranking is likely to be the 1 or 2. Both of them fight each other for being the #1 visited website. So if you type in SpinDing.com, you'll be pleasantly surprised to see that already SpinDing is, I think, just over 5,000, the 5,000th best visited website on the planet, which is just amazing considering that, okay, we've had, what is it, 3.5 months worth of marketing involved in it. That is just staggering. And if you want to have a play with Alexa, it's really good fun. You know, if you were to type in, let's say, other popular, well-known network marketing companies or products, then I think you will see the staggering results of SpinDing in comparison to those. So that's a bit of a tool. And again, with me mentioning that, the risk is that everybody now is online trying to access the Alexa website. So I just want to talk about this, which is the SpinDingMarketingSuite.com. Okay, so this is just an element of SpinDing, and as you can see, as of today, it is 99,000th most popular website on the planet. Now, 7 days ago, it was 177,000. So it has actually improved its ranking by an incredible 78,000 positions, if you like, in the top 10 of global ranking on websites. That is down to people accessing the website. There's nothing more. And actually, Alexa gives you a lot more information about the pages that are visited, the length of time people spend on it. And that is encouraging to me for 2 reasons. One is that everybody is having value in using the marketing suite, and 2, I'm not wasting my breath, and Jeremy's not wasting his breath when we talk about the tools that we've provided in that suite. So for me, I'm really, really pleased, and I'm very, very proud of the way that that's working. So that's the Alexa, and I've banged that drum for now. I'm now going to talk about another one, which is this site here. Now we've talked about marketing, and we talked about what can we do during the next 7 days. I know someone was telling me earlier on that their target is to have 2 paid members per week between now and the next 3 months, and if they achieve that, then it's going to be happy days for them, but also the people that they bring in. Now, a lot of people are going into Easter weekend thinking, right, I'm going to put my feet up, speak to family and friends and have a drink and relax and, you know, just enjoy the holidays. And that is absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with that at all. However, for some of you who are hardcore marketers want to get ahead of the game, want to be on top of it. Today and this weekend is your opportunity. And the reason that I say that is for a number of reasons. The first thing is that there are going to be a lot of lazier people who are just going to think, I'm going to relax, I'm going to eat chocolate, I'm going to drink, I'm going to meet up with people, I'm going to eat, and I'm going to enjoy myself and relax for the next 2 or 3 days. And that's fine. But what that means is there's not as many people marketing their message out there. So if you are going to market your message, get it out there over the next 2 to 3 days, because effectively the market or the competition is diminishing. So you've got a much better chance of grabbing people's attention. The other benefit of marketing during this time, or getting information out in front of people, is that a lot of people are simply sat with their iPads, with their laptops, with their smartphones, catching up on emails, catching up on Facebook, catching up on all sorts of stuff. And this is when they're going to start to pick up your information. If you've got an interesting post out there, if you've got some interesting content that you've put out there, if you've got some interesting links or a video that you want to promote out there, then people actually will click through and spend more time than they would normally looking at what you've got to offer. So just bear those two things in mind. Don't think it's very quiet out there. We're not going to get many sign-ups, and not many people are interested. Honestly, I was seeing a post from, I think it was Caroline Donna, and I do apologise, Caroline, but I have real difficulty in pronouncing your second name, and she's a British girl. But she managed to pull in 12 people just overnight, just doing simple Facebook posting ads, which is really cheap. And I know I bang the drum about Facebook ads because A, it's cheap, B, it's duplicatable. Anybody can do it. It's crude, but it is effective and it works. So, end of my sermon for the weekend is just get out there and do something in between spending time with family. Just please do that. Okay, so you've been sat here looking hopefully at this picture that we've got here. So I'm going to read it to you, and it says at the top here, get to 1,200 packs fast. Start earning extra cash today for more map packs. Watch the short videos below to quickly explode your map earnings. Now, first of all, I am in no way endorsing maps. I don't have an account. Sorry, I do have a free account, but that was given to me by the owner as an enticement for me to promote it, and I have not. That's not because I have a particular view on maps. It's just that I had other projects that were more important to me, put it that way, than promoting maps. So some of you will already be in maps, some of you will be aware of maps. But effectively you could use maps, you could use Empower Network, you could use Ad Hits Profits, you could use any number of businesses that are out there. And you could use exactly the same process. Now what this person has very cleverly done is they are using this headline as a way of connecting with those people who are in maps. And for those of you who don't know what maps is, it's a advertising site. So you buy a number of credits, you put some banner ads on their map site, and people have got to click on 10, I think it is, banners per day in order to earn some money. So if you are on maps, you are clicking a banner, and the banner takes you to this site, and it tells you how that you can increase your maps packs. Then you're going to be interested. You're going to think, right, and you're going to click on these videos, and you're going to be more interested in that, than if it was saying nothing about maps. If it just said SpinDing, and I'm hoping I'm making myself quite clear here, is that the idea is that they are marketing SpinDing to the maps population by using the maps twist. You could use it same way for Empower Network. So Empower Network could be, increase your funds in order to market your Empower Network business. You could use that. You could also use our landing page creator to better promote your Empower Network business. Or perhaps you could use our custom banner creator to better promote your Empower Network business. So just take some time about the businesses that you are already undoubtedly in and how you could market SpinDing to that population. And otherwise is also think about the businesses that you see the adverts on all the time while you're on Facebook, and just think, what is the SpinDing spin? There you go. A SpinDing spin that you could put on that company or that advert that will get people to actually open up your email or your post and actually have a look at the advert, and more importantly, watch the videos or read your information or read your story or watch your story. That's the important thing. So I thought it was really, really clever. So if the person who's watching this Hangout has produced this, and I think the chap is called Nathan, I would like to say thank you very much, Nathan.
Good job.
Big round of applause for you. That was really good. I like that, and I do apologise if I've cobbled everything, butchered it. But hopefully you'll get a little bit of accolade for that as well. So thank you for that. And what else have I got? Oh, here we go. So landing page and sales funnel. I've had a lot of people asking me, how do I create a sales funnel? What is a sales funnel? Now I've just done a series of videos for the tasks of the day. So if you're in Foxtrot level, by the time you get to your tasks of the day, they will be starting to cover in detail how you create sales funnels using our landing page creator, which is incredibly simple. Now what I will do is I'll leave the link on the attached to the Hangout, the SpinDing TV section of our blog, and the link will be there for the video for you to have a look, because it's probably too long and complicated for me to go through, obviously, in a Hangout. But essentially, this is the process. So you will have an advert. So let's just say that you've got a Facebook post, and that creates interest, and people are then going to come to this page here, which is how to make money without recruiting effectively. They will then put in their details in this box, and then you will then send them to this box here, or this page here. Now this page is what I call a capture page or a warning page, and it very simply has a video that automatically plays that says, hang on a minute, I've just sent you the video to the email address you've just provided. If that email address is not the correct email address, then this is your last chance to place the correct email address here. And again, that's what the text says here as well. So if you are like me, is that when you see an advert, you tend to put in, first name is QWERTY, and my email name is normally QWERTY@gmail.com. It doesn't exist. What it does is it gets me into their system. All of a sudden now, I've now got to put in the correct information if I want to get access to that video. So this will absolutely increase the quality of the leads that you will get, and it is just a really simple step.
Awesome.
Again, the video will be available in the blog should you want to use it, but it will be particular to this page, and I've done it that way simply to try and encourage people to start making short videos of their own. So that is there. And then what they'll do is they'll then put in their details here, and they will then be taken directly to the video. Okay? And the reason I've done it is because some people who may also be smart will think, well, I'll just put QWERTY again. And I don't really want to lose those, because why would I? I've worked really hard for that lead. It's a real person, so I'm going to send them to the video page anyway. And again, this video page comes up, it plays the video. After 20 seconds, this button appears. They click on that button then takes them to the sign-up page. Or it could take them somewhere else. It could take them to another video. It could take them to a one-time offer. It could take them to a free offer page. It could take them anywhere. So that is the basics of a really simple sales funnel. And like I say, the video in explaining how to construct that I'll include on the blog later on today with the details from the Hangout. That's that. Ooh. Thank you very much. Finally, what do I want to show you? Oh yes, so this is the blog.
Sure. No, go ahead. Next. Go ahead.
Last thing. Okay, I'm going to show you a back office. And if you can read this, you'll see that this back office is mum and dad. So we've heard about Bart talking about doing a charity spot. I've done a charity spot as well, and this is for my parents. Now, this is a lot of people say to me, well, it's not really working, like you said on the videos. The videos are really clear. Is that if you are cycling 10 times a day, that's the maximum amount of money that you will earn. And we're saying if this is a proper business, a proper product that needs to be sold, and if we're not selling that product, then therefore everybody's share in the overall income will be represented in the number of cycles that we get. We absolutely know that over 36,000 paying people, remember these people are going to be paying again over the course of during every single week for the next 4 weeks, is that those cycles are going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. But I just want to show this as an example. So my mum and dad, I gave them a charity spot. Now I apologise, Mum, because I've just ruined the surprise for you, because she may be watching this video now. So I just want to explain to you the mechanics of how this works. So as you can see, they have 2 directs, which I've piffed them for. So this whole spot has cost me $90. They're at the Bravo level. I did this on the 7th of April. So again, just to clarify, that is 12 days ago. So this has taken 12 days. Now what I'm doing is I'm now promoting those 2 links. So they're direct referrals. I'm promoting those 2 links to qualify them, because once they're qualified, I do not have to continually fund this position. This position then becomes, there's nothing I can do to stop it. It will just continue to cycle. Now it's made $68 in the 12 days. Now I just want to break that down just to open some people's eyes. So $68, bearing in mind that I've bought 2 positions and the Bravo position, so there's $6 each in commissions, so that's $12 in commission that has just come into this, into my mum and dad's balance, if you like. So I'm actually not going to cheat. I'm going to take out that $12, which means that in the 12 days, this position has earned $56 just on cycling alone. All right. So we'll divide that by 12 days. That means that they're earning $4.66 every single day, or on average over the 12 days, shall we say, just through cycling. Now if I times that by 30 days, that gives them $140. Now bearing in mind that in 30 days from there, so on the 7th of the 5th, I've got to find another $90, if you like. Do you think I'll have that? Yeah, I think I will. Because if they're going to be cycling between $3 and $4 per day over the next 20 days or so, or 28 days, then I'm definitely going to have $90 in the pot to then repurchase these positions. Because I know, as sure as eggs are eggs, is that this business is going to explode during the month of May, June, July. It's just going to get phenomenal. So why wouldn't I? So I just want to explain that, yeah, okay, so I'm not going to make $210 or $270, but I know that I'm going to cover the cost, and I'm also going to create a legacy spot or a legacy business or a legacy income for my mum and dad. And hopefully over time I'll be able to build that up to $13,000 or $14,000 every single month, which, believe you me, would make a very, very happy Christmas, shall we say, at my mum and dad's place. So I just wanted to make that really clear for people. And what else have I got? I've done maps, I've done funnel, I've done directs. I'll just do a quick thing on directs. I know Bart was talking about it. Yeah, what you need to understand is that we have a system in place that is unique that I've seen, and that is, let me just unshare my screen. Let me know if I'm unsharing my screen. Hopefully
You're good.
There you go.
Yep.
Brilliant. Okay, so we have a system in place which is, like I say, unknown, where you can literally buy a spot and you can buy 2 spots underneath it. It is then, that is it. That's qualified, it will earn. And so therefore there is absolutely no excuse, in my view, that people could come into this business knowing that, or having that knowledge, that they should come in and spend $30 only and then moan and complain that they're not making any money. Because they need to come into this business with the mindset that they're going to come in with $90 as a minimum and a maximum. And then they're going to get busy and then they're going to make some money. That's the mindset that they should have. So as Rick has done, and as Bart has tried to explain as well, is that go wide. There is absolutely no reason why, unless you're building a charity spot like I'm doing and Bart's doing, there is no reason why you should be wasting your time and your money on lazy people who are going to come in and say, right, I want you to build my business for me. Well, you know what? Jog on. Simply, you need to understand is that you're going to come into my business. I am happy to piff you in, and I don't mind giving you $30 to come in, but I'm not going to give you another $60 to build your business. Why would I? Okay. Right. There is another school of thought which says, yes, I would do that because of the cycling, but that's probably something that we might discuss in 6 weeks' time when all of a sudden, if you are cycling 10 times a day, then hell yeah, that makes sense. But not at this stage. You want to be building width, and you want to be building width with people who are prepared to either put the work in or find another $60 to build their position and make sure that they're in profit 30 days later. Those are the people that you want to be talking to. We've got 36,000 people pouring into this business in the past 5 weeks. There is no shortage of people who want to get into this business. Do not, please, waste your time trying to convince anybody. I've got loads of people asking me questions. Well, show me this, show me proof, show me this. I don't give a monkeys. Look, this is the video I've made. This is the page I've made. If you want to join, get in. If you don't, like I say, jog on. I haven't got time for you. And that can come across very blunt, very rude, and very British, and I do apologise. But we just need to get that mindset in that this is a real business. It's going to be a huge success. You are going to make massive money, but not if you're micromanaging people. Just take a couple of steps back and try and get rid of the old mindsets of structuring a team and making it a perfect shape or anything like that. Forget all that. Understand the basic compensation plan that Paul put in there 8 weeks ago. 20 people wide at Zulu level, which everybody can achieve, is, and I'll say this slowly, is $200,000 every single month. I'll say that again. $200,000 every single month. So everybody's priority has to be go 10, get them to Zulu, then find another 10, get them to Zulu, and then go and look to see what you need to be able to spend your money on, because the bank manager is going to be ringing you up complaining that he's got no more room in his safe to look after your money. All right, so that's that out of the way. Telex free, fantastic video by Bernard that he did during the course of the week. Really good, struck a chord with me. I am very much hardcore, in your face, rah, 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 but I think Bernard gave me reason to sort of step back and reconsider my approach and how I talk to people and things like that, and I think it was really powerful. So if you haven't seen it, get on the Facebook, contact Bernard and watch that, because it's really good. And then finally, task of the day. Somebody was talking about posting to Facebook groups. Now, Telex Free, unfortunately, is going through what it's going through. There will be other companies, as there have been other companies in the past. There are tasks, and I think it might be the 4th or 5th task in the tasks of the day, where I go into detail on how you can approach the admins of these Facebook groups, and they are the key people. Okay, is to speak to the admins of these groups, and you can do this really easily. And as I go back to what I said right at the beginning, is this is the weekend to do it, because they're going to be worried sick, you're going to have all these contacts and they don't know what to do, and you are going to be in a position to be able to provide them what could be for them, if they follow the process, really quick turnaround results for them. So why wouldn't you? Okay, so I will leave you with that, and that's it. Thank you very much.
Show the shirt. Show your shirt. Show your shirt.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Yeah.
shirt.
Show your shirt.
Look at this. Look at this, guys. I hope you can see it.
Hey, look at
You
that.
spin, you win.
Love it. You got your shirt already. Awesome. Yeah, so listen, that's really good information, guys. You know, I don't know how to drive this home any deeper and harder to you guys, but if you have not been in your marketing suite, which, by the way, I'm sure that some of you have never even looked at it, go in there and take a tour. Open all of your buttons. Open every single section. Because the people that have done that have come back to me and said, oh my God, this marketing suite, right? I mean, wake up. Rick is using it. I'm using it. I made 2 sales, paid sales this week because of it, okay? Because of the work that it's already done, which is the pre-written messages. And I haven't changed a damn thing. I let the damn thing work on its own. I just put people in there, okay? Now, some of you guys are brilliant marketers, right? When you're going to find out that you can build your own sales funnel, which, by the way, this is going to resonate with some very experienced people, your own sales funnels, can you imagine the conversions you're going to be able to get into this? Or how about this, guys? Any other program you want to market, right? Remember this. The marketing suite is not just for spending. This is a tool for you to use for anything. If you're sitting out there right now watching this and you have a team in another company, okay, and you're smart, right, you could bring them in this business to give them the tools to blow up your other company, right? I mean, holy crap. Think about that for a minute, right? It doesn't matter what it is. Visalis, Nerium, Vima, whatever, right? You have the tools in this business for a $30 entry that you could use to build any other business, right? I mean, God, I hope you guys get that, all right? And, you know, I'm getting a lot of compliments on the tasks of the day, guys. If you haven't even checked them out, maybe you should go ahead and go through these videos so you can understand the newbie training that's there, because it will help those people in your other businesses, guys. Believe me, okay? This is really simple stuff. And I want to just get back to the point of telex free and what Darren is saying to do. And if you can figure out how to get to an admin of a Facebook group, why that is so huge is that you could get a Darren Barton signed up below you. You could get a Rick Staler signed up below you. You could get a Bernard signed up below you. You could get, I can name hundreds of other big leaders in this company that are doing very, very, very well. A Brian Davis, okay? And you're going to get a guy that's going to go out there and he's going to be the guy that's going to go fastest to Zulu in your team because he's going to have so many people who are working hard, who's upgrading, and they're staying ahead. Darren had to upgrade yesterday, ahead, I think, of his own schedule because people below him upgraded, right? He's not going to lose his commission, so he upgraded, right? So what is the power of that to you? If you can get to a big leader in telex free who can bring in a big team, like I was able to bring in Rick. Rick's making me a bunch of money. He's going to make me a ton of money, right? I'm only making money directly off of him, but I'm building this huge, massive team below that. And when the retail side of this comes, forget about it. Now everything changes on top of that. So yeah. Now one more little point I'd like to reiterate: if you are a person who believes you cannot market, okay, get in the marketing suite, go through the training, please. Go through the training. You'll find out you can market. Number two. If you are going to go ahead and bring in a mom and a dad after your own self, and you know that those two spots aren't technically really going to be doing anything for you except for giving you proof that you can use to show people that it works. Now, the reason why we've put out the videos of you can earn without recruiting is there is a subliminal training for you there, okay? Whether you know it or not, you're being programmed to learn that you will have proof of earning that you can go ahead and show other people. Now what happens? Now it's easy to recruit. Those other spots that you paid for that are just qualifiers, you can let them die off. You don't need them anymore. You don't need to pay the extra money on the other subscriptions. You are now able to recruit and get people, and you can have them do the same thing, or hopefully they can skip a step, and they're going to learn that they can easily recruit. Okay? If you're in this business right now and you've only got one person so far and you've been in a few days, get in the marketing suite, go through the Fast Start training, look at the tools that are there, get a little creative, get people on the Hangouts. I know that there's a big person that has brought a whole bunch of people in this hangout, and they're going to share it around. I mean, possibly up to 1,000 people in one team. Okay, so that's it. I don't want to go on and on and on, but I will tell you this. Okay, we have a quiet weekend. Some people are going to take advantage of this, like Darren just said. If you can reach out and get some people who might be sitting here literally saying, I just cashed my last check from T, right? And I had the message in the Facebook room that that person cashed the last check in T and came into SpinDing, right? So some people need a new home. Let's go help them out, right? Besides that, remember this. This, ironically, the tool in SpinDing will help you grow any other business. And a really smart marketer who just saw that page for maps will understand something. That was a brilliant trick. Okay, so if you go ahead and say, gosh, I can do this even if I'm not in Power Network, I can go ahead and focus on getting Empowered Network people by putting an ad out there that says, help your people in Empowered Network earn the money to go all in with SpinDing, right? You can do that with any company. You can do that with any company, right? With the tools that are in there now. You don't even have to go out and get an Weber account. You do not need to go out and find capture pages or a capture page building system or a landing page creator or anything like that. And I will tell you this as well. I know what we're working on as far as the marketing suite to even make what is really good even better, and it is going to get really, really good. Okay, even the funnel that you're seeing now, there's a couple hurdles in this system that if we can remove, it's going to work like cream cheese. It's going to be so smooth, okay, for you to be able to get your signups that the conversions are going to go way up, okay? And I don't want to go into detail about that, but let's put it like this. For them to be able to get to the point where they're going to be able to sign up, we're going to take a couple things out of the way that's going to make it so easy for someone to understand how this works. They're going to come right in and jump in, okay? So it's getting better all the time. The blog is being worked on right now with a couple bugs and being improved. People are very excited about that. The social submission tool. I mean, guys, what is coming? The other tools that are being built, the fixes being made to the tools you have right now, and at some point, I will tell you this: it'll be so worth it to be a Foxtrot. It wouldn't matter if you're making money as a Foxtrot because of what the marketing suite will give you. Okay, you couldn't buy that stuff for the money that what the Foxtrot will cost you, let alone the $30 of the Bravo, which is a complete stinking no-brainer, right? Even at Foxtrot level, within a couple weeks, the marketing suite that you're going to have in Foxtrot will be worth the Foxtrot if you're making no money. I hope you get that. I hope you understand that clearly, right? If you can't use these messages that you've learned on this Hangout today to go ahead and get out and get your message out there to get people to get you qualified, and then once you overcome that one hurdle of 2, then try to get another person a week. I'm on the goal of 2 people a week, no matter what. 2 people a week, no matter what. 2 people a week, no matter what. That's what I got to get, right? Because I know what I want out of this, right? I want the big prize, right? And I believe in it. I believe in Paul. I believe in us. I believe in you guys. I believe in Darren and Rick, right? And I know that working together and what we have here, it's going to be very, very powerful. And again, the ride up, this, whatever you want to call it, the 6-month escalation is going to be really, really good as we all get closer and closer to Zulus and this higher income. And then when this retail side comes, guys, and we start to have the avalanche of that money, now even if it starts off small as an additional, what does it mean in a year if we're making more money on the retail side than we ever were on the affiliate side? And when that income maybe even doubles or triples whatever we're making on the affiliate side, I think people are going to be extremely excited and extremely out there sharing this program even more at that point, right? So please understand that is the big picture. This business was built to get that SpinDing app out to the retail market, okay? And that is a very exciting message. I hope you guys all understand. This is huge, okay? And really, if you still don't get this business, get into the marketing suite. Get in there and take the training. Go through your videos, follow the instructions, and you will, by osmosis, become successful. Okay? You know how to reach out to us. We're here all the time for you guys. If you people have problems, people paying in, I've piffed $1,900 out. I haven't collected a single check yet, right? And that's fine with me. I don't care. I want to help people get in. Same thing with Rick. Darren's done the same thing. So, but you know, we're excited, as I'm sure you guys can completely tell. We're right at 55 minutes, so we do not want to go another minute longer. But you know, I'm talking to a lot of you guys, particularly who've reached out to me messages this week, and some of them are a little bit disturbing, some of them are a little very encouraging. I hope we addressed everything that you needed to hear today, and I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to see a lot of activity this next week. You're going to be very, very happy, okay? I'll be ecstatic if I'm cycling 6, 7 times a day. I'll be ecstatic, right? Because I know what's going to happen farther down the line, and what's going to happen next month, right? So we're in a serious business. We aren't going anywhere. If you see any bad news about this company, it's because people are jealous, okay? Or it's a very sneaky marketing campaign. People will trash us because they want to recruit into their program. Yes. So ignore it, okay? And I'll tell you something else. If you've got someone that's giving you a lot of trouble in your team, dump them. If you have someone who's struggling and that's that negative in your team, dump them, okay? Because I have someone I'm about ready to dump, okay? I don't need the negative energy. I'm too positive on this thing. If they can't understand the positive message, they're in the wrong space. They need to go learn how to sell stuff on eBay. Maybe they need a different kind of an opportunity, not this one, right? We prefer to keep a positive team here. We have a huge, huge program with a massive, massive future, right? And all of us are in a really good time, and the ones that are doing extremely well are working their butts off because they know right now if they work their butts off, you know, in 6 months, they're going to achieve complete freedom, whatever that level is, right? So thanks again for joining us today, guys. I hope you get something out of this hangout. I'm sure you will. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of messages, and it's only going to get better. Can't wait to do next week's, and we'll bring on a different guest and even have more updates for you. And I think that it's going to be very interesting to have next week's hangout after we see this activity that comes up the next 7 days. So with that, enjoy your family, enjoy Easter. If you're going to go out and market, good for you. You're very smart to do that this weekend. And you guys take care. Take it easy, everybody.